Good morning, my dear students. I am Liji Joseph and will be teaching you English for the time being. It is necessary to spend some time every day for the studies which will help us to make beautiful, responsible and efficient citizen of the country and society. Therefore, please listen to the class without any hesitation. Note down the examples explained in the class and complete the worksheet given after each lesson. Hope you are a disciplined and hardworking students. Let us begin. Let us study about the sentence. Languages are the means of communication. Many languages are spoken in various parts of our country and the world. One such important language is English. This language is accepted worldwide in communication. Therefore, being a student, you should have a good hold of this language. The beauty of a language is in its sentences and how it is constructed to be meaningful to the listeners. Today, we are going to learn about sentences and phrases. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. The written sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. A phrase is a group of words that perform a function in a sentence but does not form a complete sentence. A sentence will always have a subject and in most cases a verb. It begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. Let us go through a few examples. The cow gives us milk. Look at the sentence begins with a capital letter. It ends with a full stop and the verb is gives. So the sentence gives a complete meaning. My dad is a pilot. The sentence begins with a capital letter M. It ends with a full stop and the verb is. Now look at the next type of examples. How are you? It begins with a capital letter H, ends with question mark and the verb is are. Are you happy? It begins with the capital letter A and it ends in question mark and the verb here is also are. Now look at the next type of examples. What a beautiful painting. What? It begins with a capital letter. It ends in exclamation mark. But this sentence does not have a verb. Now look at the next example. How beautiful you look. How H begins with a capital letter. It ends in an exclamation mark. Please write meaningful sentences from the given group of words. Question number 1. Study, class, for, in, I. Next sentence. Should, we, daily, milk, drink. Now another type of examples. You, who, are. Next one. Are, ought, you, how. Now another type of examples. You, nice, of, how. Again the next one. So, sweet, you are. Now let us discuss about the answers. Question number 1. I study in class 4. See the sentence begins with a capital letter, ends in a full stop and the verb is study. I study in class 4. Next sentence. We should drink milk daily. See children, the sentence begins with a capital letter W. It ends with a full stop and the verb is should drink. Now the next type of examples. Who are you? It begins with the capital letter W. Ends in question mark and the verb is are. Now the next one. How old are you? It begins with the capital letter H. Ends with a question mark and the verb is are. Now look at the next type of examples. How nice of you! Exclamation mark. It begins with the capital letter. It does not have a verb. Next one. You are so sweet. Ends with the exclamation mark. Begins with the capital letter and the verb is are. Let us study about phrases. Now look at this group of words. In the morning, under my chair, during the night, so nice. These group of words do not make complete sense. They do not have any signs of punctuation. That means it does not have verb, it does not have question mark, it does not have the full stop or an exclamation mark. They are only parts of sentences. They do not have verbs. Therefore, they are called phrases. Now, let us make those group of words into sentences. The first phrase is in the morning. Now, let us make a sentence out of it. My father goes for a walk in the morning. Now, the next phrase is under my chair. Let us make sentence. The cat is under my chair. Now, the next phrase is during the night. So, let's make a sentence out of it. My grandfather could not sleep during the night. Next phrase is so nice. You look so nice. Suitable words to these phrases to make complete sentences. So, these are called phrases. We have to make subject verb to make these phrases a meaningful sentence. So, look at the first question. Dash in the cupboard. Second one, dash with a knife. The third one, dash in the east. Now, how can we make answers from this? I have kept my dress in the cupboard. So, this is the phrase. Now, these are the words we have added and it has become a beautiful sentence. Now, the next one, do not play with a knife. Now, which is the phrase over here? With a knife. So, we have added do not play with a knife and it has become a meaningful sentence. Now, the next one, the sun rises in the east. Now, which is the phrase over here? In the east. Now, we have added the sun rises in the east and it has become a meaningful sentence. Now, make sentences that begin with these words. Question number 1, I love to dash. My mother dash. The third one is my hobby dash. Now, let us make sentences out of those words. It begins with I love to. Now, let us join some words. I love to play cricket. Now, the second sentence begins with my mother. So, let us make a sentence. My mother cooks very well. Now, the third one, it begins with my hobby. So, let us add some words to it. My hobby is watching cartoons. Identify this group of words as sentences or phrases. The first question, 80 years old. The second one, at the railway station. The third one, it is very pleasant today. The fourth one, are you leaving now? The fifth one, in a minute. Now let us discuss the answers. The first question is 80 years old. Is it a sentence or a phrase? It is just a phrase because it does not have a subject, it does not have a verb, and it does not end in full stop or question mark or an exclamation mark. These are just some words. 80 years old. Now look at the second one. At the railway station. It is also a phrase. It does not begin with a capital letter or it does not have a verb or it does not end with a full stop, question mark or an exclamation mark. So we can say that it is just a phrase. Now look at the third one. It is very pleasant today. See, it has a verb. It begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. It has some meaning into it. So we can say that it is a sentence. Now look at the fourth one. Are you leaving now? Here also we can say that it is a sentence. It begins with a capital letter A. It ends with a question mark. It is having the verb. So it gives a meaning to the sentence. So are you leaving now? So it is a sentence. Now look at the fifth one, in a minute. It is also a phrase because it does not have a subject, it does not have a verb, it is only a few words. It does not end with a full stop or question mark or an exclamation mark. Listen to this video once again and answer the worksheet sent to you. Thank you for listening.